Yeah, frustrating night. We, scoreline, how it, finishes with just us being down a man. So, we didn't take advantage of an opportunity tonight, and that's disappointing. But I don't think it was a lack of effort. Maybe some ideas in front of goal, and a couple of the moments where we could find the goal. Where we said at halftime it was probably going to be one moment, and we couldn't find it obviously before we go down a man, and even to the end, guys pushed in a good way and almost found one on a set piece there. But tough loss.
We'll start with Carter.
Pat, you kind of mentioned it there, but the red card ends up feeling like it kind of defined the game. But prior to that, you guys had plenty of chances, felt you were controlling the pace of play. And if not for a couple saves by Kalina, you end up scoring. It might be different. What stood out to you most about what the team did in that kind of first half and a bit, and what can you think you can take from that?
Defensively, we were strong. We weren't conceding a whole lot. I thought with the ball, we got ourselves into some decent moments. I think we lacked urgency in how we moved off the ball and how we ran to goal to put them under a little bit more pressure. With some of that, the fear of it getting too open and committing too many numbers, we'll have to talk through that. But I thought we were a little safe in some of those moments. So that's what we talked about at the break.
On the red card, could you just take us through what you saw, what you were told, and maybe what you thought about the decision and how you guys kind of adjusted from there?
Yeah, they played advantage. It was a foul on Zaha, on Brian, but he deemed that an advantage. So that's why the play carries on. So for me, and then it's just a poor judgment call because there's no advantage. Now, Brian, it's a red card. After that, it's the tackle is a red card. But how it gets to that point is the disappointment, because it's not easy. It happened fast. We're watching it. But if the judgment call is 50-50, let's play this out, there's clearly a defender in the area to prevent us from getting out in transition. So everything's right aside from the judgment of the moment.
Are you saying in that situation, if the foul is called immediately, it's not called an advantage?
You let advantage go if there's time and space for us to have an advantage to attack goal. Sure. And clearly that wasn't an advantage in that moment.
Are you saying if it was
I'm saying
called,
what I'm saying. I know. I'm saying what I'm saying.
Okay.
We'll go to Laurel.
Sorry.
Obviously, their goal comes, after you guys are down a man. But how did you feel like you guys managed that whole situation, just in terms of your, the decisions you had to make with the subs, and then just the players on the field, how they?
Guys pushed it in a good way. We, structurally went to a shape where we could defend in the immediate aftermath of going down, just to make sure we had, security defensively. You're not going to take too many risks to leave yourself exposed. So the structure there was to get a little bit of a rhythm playing down a man, and then see where we're at going into the water break, where, we just had a discussion of what it would look like if we had to adjust. And that was the adjustment that we made as far as our shape and the moves that we made at the end. So I like the way the guys pushed. I think we could have done better in crossing moments. We got into some good spots to get the ball in front of goal, and we just couldn't put them under enough pressure. I think our best chance was that set piece at the end.
On their goal, there was a little bit of chaos in the box there with Miles. I think Miles got a header on it to clear, and then is there anything? Well, Roman has given up some near post shots or goals. Is that something that you see as something he needs to keep working on, or do you check that off to just the chaos in the box kind of impacting?
We didn't. We defended the initial cross very well, and then the second phase of that, we allow them to get the next touch, and it falls to his feet. And it looks like good contact. I have to see about Roman's positioning and knowing if he could make the save, but I don't have a better view to understand, what, if anything, he could have done better.
We'll go to Justin Blair here.
Yes, Coach. Luca Orishano subbed off at halftime. Was favoring his right leg. What's the initial indications for that discomfort? Is it
muscular, but we don't know the extent.
Okay. And then Ender came on for him in his place. This is now his second match with the Chivas match. What are your thoughts on Ender and his performance with the team and how he's fitting in?
Third match, but he was lively. He was lively with his minutes up until the red card, where then, he was kind of isolated up there for a while on his own and tough to have an impact. But initially he was dangerous and getting in behind, some good off the ball runs, good chance creation. So did well with his minutes again.
We'll go to Cameron.
Thanks for the time as always. Obviously, with Kevin being back on the bench tonight, during this time that he's been out, and the first half today, and just the attacking moments you mentioned, obviously not necessarily being as ruthless as you wanted there. How has him being out impacted the attack, and maybe what you guys are able to do up front?
Goal production. He was scoring a lot of goals before he got injured, so we lose the production and just the relationships. I think him and Evander and Kai for a stretch there, Dotto at times, there was some good partnerships being formed, and you lose a little bit of that.
Thank you.